For round 3, we're gonna take our circle and turn it into a bigger circle by alternating the single crochet stitch with an increase stitch. Because we're also alternating stitches, sometimes it can be hard to remember what stitches you've already made. So I'd recommend grabbing some paper and a pen, and I'll show you how to keep count and keep track of your stitches. So let's get back into crocheting position. Put your hook in the loop for your hook, which should be in the upper right hand corner of your piece, where the orange stitch marker is immediately to the left. Now pull on the yarn connected to the ball, and the yarn that should move should be the yarn that's on top of the hook, the one that's closer to you. Pick up the yarn with your yarn hand and wrap it around your hand as close as possible to the piece to make the tension between your hand and the piece nice. To start round 3, we're going to crochet a single crochet stitch, abbreviated SC. And it's going to go into the stitch marked by the stitch marker. When we first were learning how to crochet, I told you to leave the stitch marker in there, but actually I would recommend taking the stitch marker out first before you put your hook in there so that you don't accidentally stretch the yarn out too much. So just take a really good look at what horizontal V that this orange stitch marker is currently under. Then take the stitch marker out. You can hold on to it or drop it, and then put your hook under that same V from the bottom up. So it should look like you've got 3 strands of yarn on your hook. Now yarn over and bring that yarn through the V so that you have 2 loops left on your hook. Yarn over again and bring that yarn through both loops on the hook. And pause. You've finished your single crochet stitch, and because this was the very first stitch of your new round, you want to immediately put the stitch marker under the V that you just made. Let's pull the hook away from the piece so that the loop is quite big. Turn the piece to look at the rim and look for the V that this loop traces back into. That is the one